before we tighten the table up and get it in position, this is just a quick method of doing this. We make sure that the blade is sitting parallel with the slot on the table. Because if the blade was twisted out and it was like this, then the table is in the wrong position. So we make sure that the table is sitting in the correct. And what we've done, just a quick way, we've put a magnet on the behind the set of the teeth, and then a datum ruler or a straight ruler to make sure that it's that. And if it's not, we've loosened the table. We could be like that. Can you pick that up on the camera?
Yes.
So what we do is we make sure that the table is sitting square. The blade, sorry, is sitting square to the slot as we do it. As we do that, so it's sitting nice and square. So when the timber runs through the blade and everything's lined up to the slots, we're going through the blade and not across the blade. Either way. If we go across the blade, when we're trapping it between the fence and the blade, we're going to wear the set on the teeth on one side. So after a few cuts, this side then becomes the stronger side. So when we try to do the free work and follow a line, the blade will pull away from the timber and make it look like you're cutting at an angle. There's 2 bolts on the trunnion, and then there's 4 bolts that hold the table on. If we just leave them loose to start with, get the table in position, and then lock them in place, and that is the table set up. And this is why it's important when we do move when we move bandsaws around. We've got the wheel kit on that one, we've got the wheel kit available for this one, because the other easier option to move a bandsaw is you get hold of the table and you pull it along the floor. But then what you forget, if you've moved the table slightly when you do that, then you're going to offset all the work that you've done to. I would consider this part of the operation one of the most important parts, because if you don't get this right to start with, you're going to have issues all the way through. Even though you set the fence right to the slot there, to the slot there, everything's to one side or the other. If we get this right to start with before we put the fence on, then this is the datum that we work to.